Hey guys, it's me again. Good to see you. Um, Today I thought I'd share with you what I'm reading or consuming at the moment. Two books, one podcast that I'd like to recommend to you. The first book I'd like to recommend is called The Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. Um, it's all about the book is all about understanding the impacts of the ego on human success. And what Ryan Holiday does is he kind of does that through sharing cautionary tales and success stories, looking at different figures throughout history, generals, business people, etc. And I really found it a valuable read. I think, I've been trying to understand the impact of ego on my decisions and my experiences. And I think it was a really quick read, but there was a massive amount of value, and I don't highly recommend it to anyone looking to really understand that aspect of their psyche and persona. Um, the second book I've been reading is a bit of an interesting one. I was put onto this concept called human design a couple of weeks ago by Courtney Addy, who's a business coach that I managed to get half an hour with. And it was really interesting for me. I discovered that I am what they call a projector, which is a type of personality in this world of human design. And I've been reading this book called The Empowered Projector, which is all about understanding this personality type and how they need to interact in the world and what energies they have and what their strategies in life should be and how they make decisions and all of these different things. And I think it's been really quite interesting because I've come much closer to understanding through this thing. As interesting as it may sound or as different, I think part of these books is really about understanding and building a level of self-awareness that one might not have. And yeah, I like doing these personalities type things, type tests and graphs. It's just really interesting. So I've had a really interesting experience reading this book, listening to it actually on Audible. So yeah, if you're interested in reading something like that, you should go and get your human design chart done, figure out what type of personality you are, and potentially read this book because it's cool and interesting, and you might learn something about yourself and how you should be in the world that you didn't know before. And then thirdly, I've been listening to a really interesting podcast, and this one is a big shout out to all my advertising peeps out there. The podcast is called The Perfect Pitch. It's a Spotify original podcast. It's a really interesting concept. The show is all about basically two teams who are sound engineers and designers. They get a pitch at the start of the episode for a brand, and they have to create an kind of an audio ad, a radio ad, a live read, whatever it is, as a brief. And at the end of the episode, they share the final product, and the client, who's a CMO of a major brand, determines who's the winner. So I thought that was super interesting and really enjoyed a few of those episodes. It's really cool and a fun little experiment from a marketing perspective. So yeah, I would highly recommend it, and yeah, take a listen. Anyway, guys, that's me for today. Hope this was valuable. Read away, listen away. Let me know in the comments what you're reading and listening to. I'd love to get involved.